Okay, so a vote was carried out yesterday, and I asked you guys what you want to see. And clearly, most of you guys want me to finish the Seven Secrets storyline. I will. But I already had this video on lock, so I'm gonna drop this here because this is a bit of a self-contained side story. So sit back, relax, and enjoy. R.I.P. Comicstarian. You the GOAT. Remember what I always say, a good story starts out with death. And in this story, the death was in abundance. We see three healthy Kryptonians flying through the sky, wielding blades. They are already strong, so a Kryptonian with a blade is a bad idea. Clark, his mother, and his sister were on a rampage. They were taking everybody out. They were destroying cities. They were decimating forces, not even caring if they were good or bad, civilians or mercenaries. We see from the distance that the Joker was enjoying this shit. Diana came through trying to talk to Zala, but she just stabbed Diana's horse and Diana herself. Batman also tried to stop them. He even called to them, but the Queen socked him in his face, crushing his helmet. He begged his brother. He begged Kal-El, but all three of them lasered him to dust. This, however, was a dream. Bruce had been so traumatized by the events of the last video that he was having bad dreams, and when he woke up, his reality wasn't much better. He saw a talking green dog. But before he could even respond, he fell back into sleep. Standing before him was Raven and Beast Boy. They were here to help because Bruce was dying. Back at the Kingdom of Storm, though, we see Ra's al Ghul walking with someone. It was the little prince. He was saved. He was brought back. And John was so happy to see him. The prince wanted to see his sisters, but Ra's made it clear that, bro, you were dead. You have been buried. You ain't no prince no more. And John Constantine had to agree. Bro, you cannot see your sisters. But I could promise you one thing. We are going to fuck up the House of El. And that is on blood. And Ra's took his leave because he had what he wanted. The location of the Titans. We see at this moment that Bruce was actually with the Titans because as soon as he woke up, he saw Raven performing magic on him. He shouted, "Get back, witch." But everyone around him looked at him with a confused face. You call me a witch? After I just saved your life. Jonathan Kent made it clear that there was a sliver of kryptonite in your heart and she pulled it out, but she didn't care. Everyone here hated Bruce. They hate what he stood for and exactly what he did. Him and his forces took anyone that was freaky or had powers or abilities in any way and killed them, or at least they thought he killed them. But he made it clear we never killed anyone. We just imprisoned them. But that wasn't even much better. They took a vote while he was out if they were going to kill him or let him live. Thankfully, Beast Boy liked him. And as soon as he saw Beast Boy, he lost his shit. There's a green dog talking. And he introduced himself, but Bruce wasn't a fan. He had grown up with the prejudice that everything magical, everything out of the ordinary that could threaten the House of El was the enemy. But clearly that wasn't the case. But like I said, the Titans didn't care. They simply left because they hated Bruce and they meant it. Making sure they were out of sight, Jonathan Kent looked at Bruce and asked him, "So Jor-El is your father?" And Bruce was surprised. "How did you know?" He made it clear that the whole kingdom Ben knew you were a bastard. Your father couldn't have kids. And the only person close to your mother was Jonathan Kent. But Martha didn't care about his lineage. She made it clear that he should forgive the children. They don't usually act like that, but it's because it's Bruce. Bruce represents everything they hate in the world. Prejudice, being treated like outsiders. They just come here to be protected from people like Bruce. But at that moment, someone was here because Starfire had caught someone sneaking around. She held in her hand our boy Dick Grayson, Nightwing, or rather should I call him one of Bruce's Robins in this world. He screamed, "Unhand me, monster." And Starfire took offense to that, which is funny because in the normal comic, they are lovers. Before she could roast him alive though, Bruce corrected him. "No, they are not monsters. Matter of fact, everyone come in. I'd like to apologize for the way I've acted, the way I've treated your kind. I am so sorry." But before he could finish his statement, He looked out. They were surrounded. Someone was outside waiting. He had to do something. He had to protect everyone. Because the person standing outside was the demon's head. He wore his armor and he decided to go do battle. So Jonathan Kent and Martha Kent decided to come with because they were seasoned warriors. They had fought in many wars and they were itching for a battle. As soon as Bruce got out, he demanded Ra's al Ghul leaves, himself and Thalia. He wasn't even playing. You could tell they have prior history because he was looking like he wanted to rip Ra's al Ghul in half. But Ra's wasn't even scared. He just recited his poem and transformed into a demon. We see all the members of the League of Shadows were actually demons in this world. Usually Jonathan and Martha Kent will run away, but this was not the usual Jonathan and Martha Kent. These were warriors. They were stabbing, splitting heads from bodies. And it became infinitely clear that Rich didn't value Bruce's talents like he does in the normal timeline. Because he went for the kill. He tried to roast Bruce alive. But Bruce was part Kryptonian. Fire don't mean shit. But the thing is, Rich was still a demon. And Demon Punch could affect the Kryptonian real good. He sent Bruce flying back into the building and Bruce was out of it, but he was good. He wanted to go back and do battle with Beast Boy. He wanted to join as well. Bruce said we don't need a green dog, but the thing is, Beast Boy could transform into anything he's seen. And this was a fantastical world, so of course he transforms into a dragon. A great big green dragon. And he said, let's go mess this guy's up. Just as Raish was about to pull the head off of Jonathan Kent's body, the Titans came flying out. In front of them, Batman. With his heat vision, he blasted Raish far, far away. The battle was over as soon as their head was out. Looking at Thalia, he told her leave this place and never come back. And Thalia simply said, of course I'll leave, but you should know there are more things at stake than you could possibly imagine, and you cannot protect these kids while fighting a war. As soon as she said that, Bruce got confused. A war? What war? Dick then proceeds to tell him everything that has been going on, the death of the king, the princess is back, every single thing. And he wanted Bruce to come along, but Bruce made it clear, nah, son, I ain't going back. The prince of the realm literally choked me to earth. Why would I go back there to be killed? As soon as Dick heard this, he got pissed off. What? You are the prince of the realm. We Robins don't follow the king, we follow you. Even Jonathan Kent was disappointed, saying, we also raised someone that reminds me so much of you, one born of the sea and of land. He thought himself a monster, but at the end of the day, he was a king, and you are too. Right now, you have the power to end this war, so use it to end this freaking war. Thank you for watching my YouTube video. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the notification button as well. This was fun, and I will continue to feed you. Bye.